Hello, my name is Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited, and here is your daily technical analysis of foreign exchange markets.
Euro-dollar. A bullish harami on Friday, if only just, but verging on possibly being an indecisive spinning top. This follows the previous session's fifth bearish black crow that halted just short of the combined February and March 2017 lows at 104.92. Interestingly, the market back then halted right on the lower time, currently 104.63, of the acute late September to early November bearish Andrews pitchfork, thereby justifying this pattern in showing the bearish angle of attack. Overhead we have the April 2017 low at 105.68, and then the lesser Fibonacci congestion at 106.13, which roughly equates to the April lows. Overall, the action since late September to date has been a small descending scallop pattern with the primary target already achieved and a secondary harder to reach target X1 down at 103.25 zone. Now, so far today, a lower open but seemingly a base for today may be being built on the 105.30 zone. Cable, aka sterling against the US dollar. A sixth bearish black crow on Friday and a new low not seen since mid-May. This is a continuation from the recent weekly key reversal down. Prices punched down once through the lows of late June to early July, but closing marginally above the lowest of the lows. Overhead is now the September 2020 low at 126.72 and a pair of 50% Fibonacci lines from the June 2016 to September 2024 move at 126.99 and the October 23 to September 24 move at 127.34. It was also a further close below the broken, then possibly repaired, only to be broken again, October to November bear channel. Below we now have the lesser Fibonacci line at 125.69, not exactly riveting support. And so far today, a lower open, but a slow pull higher, though not by much. Euro sterling. A second bullish white soldier on Friday after the previous session's indecisive spinning top. That could also be seen as a bullish harami, if only just. Prices pushed up and closed over the August 2022 low of 83.38, which had capped the market for most of last week and some of the early week, especially on a closing basis. However, the market fought shy of testing the overhead declining green short medium moving average, currently at 83.65. This was also a pullback up out of the very recent congestion zone that stretches from the August 2022 low at 83.38 down to the October this year low at 82.93. A question still hangs over this market as to whether we have or have not a late September to date based cat's ears pattern, typically seen as a bearish pattern. Now, so far today, a lower open and test down to the support at 83.38, but then a pullback up towards Friday's highs and the green short medium moving average overhead. Now beyond this is a small congestion band between the July low 83.81 to 83.86. US dollar against the Japanese yen. What might turn out to be a significant combined key reversal down and bearish engulfing pattern on Friday, if only just on the latter. Prices tested up to the upper bull channel line, currently at 156.95, with a very recent late October based bull channel that has earlier morphed into an ascending wedge pattern, or from an ascending wedge pattern into a bull channel, I should say. And that's currently 152.73 to 156.95. Interestingly, it was a move and close back down below the big old June 1990 high at 155.78. Further down we have the base of the recent attempt higher, the bright red middle time currently at 152.54 of the very flat late December 23 to August 24 bullish shift pitchfork, as well as the lesser Fibonacci line also at 152.52 and a November 2023 high at 151.93, with just below these the now slowly rising gold long moving average currently at 151.86. So quite a lot altogether. Topside, beyond the upper trend line, we are seemingly in a pretty free area overhead, barring some recent highs at 157.76 and 157.86, until the old May 1990 high at 159.61. Now, so far today, a higher open, but a dip down below Friday's low, but not by much. Before prices moved back higher, but not as far as the June 1990 high as yet. US dollar against the CNH, the offshore Chinese yuan. A reactionary bearish engulfing pattern on Friday after the previous session's fifth bullish white soldier. Two things of interest to note. The first was the avoidance of target X at 727.23 area overhead. This was the primary target for the late August to late October reverse head and shoulders pattern. The second was a little more obvious and was the pullback down after only one close over, the dark blue extension to the upper trend line for the January to early April ascending triangle pattern. That's currently 724.93. Further below we have the gold flatlining long moving average currently at 719.90 and the May 2020 high at 719.64. So far today, a test lower but halting around Friday's low and instead turning back upwards over the dark blue neckline extension, though having trouble stabilizing over it. Overhead we have some small July-based congestion between approximately 726 to 729.25, within which sits target X. US dollar against the Mexican peso. An inverted hammer pattern on Friday, as well as a third bearish black crow and a suitable follow-on low to the previous session's unusual key reversal down. Prices are once again in between the overhead dark blue middle time currently at 20.58.21 and the lower time below currently at 19.94 even of the recent mid-August to mid-September bullish shift pitchfork, as well as under the September 2022 high at 20.57.65 and above the October 22 high at 20.17.20. Additional to these, we have below the bright red lower time currently at 21.16.80 of the very important breached but seemingly repaired big April to July bullish shift pitchfork. Now so far today, a higher open and a pullback up, though not by that much at the moment.
Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.